The information on this program does not constitute medical or health advice. If you have medical issues or questions, you should refer them to your personal physician. All views expressed are merely the opinion of the host and guest. There is no expressed or implied customer relationship formed or intended to be formed with Mattress Express. Welcome to Pillow Talk. This is Kevin Fier. I am president and CEO of Mattress Express. Mattress Express is a chain of luxury bedding stores throughout central and northern New York. Pillow Talk is a show about sleep. I will share my experiences with you, being in the bedding industry for many years. I will share my opinions with you. I will interview manufacturers and suppliers and sleep experts, and hopefully through all this, we will both learn more about getting a great night's sleep. It's more interesting than it sounds. Stick around. Little background to give you about me. My name is Kevin Fier. I am the president and CEO of Mattress Express. I have a degree in banking, insurance, and real estate. What am I doing in the bedding industry? Well, I'm a serial entrepreneur. Many of you know my name. If I'm in a market where you've never heard of Mattress Express or you've never heard of Kevin Fier, we are a short drive away. And I would ask you to visit one of our stores before you invest in your next sleep system. We'll get into that a little bit later. But, and we may be coming to your market very soon. That's very probable as well. But I started out in the insurance business. Many of you will recognize my name from auto insurance. My family was in the auto insurance business. I went to college for banking, insurance, and real estate. I entered the insurance business. I had 6 insurance agencies throughout northern New York and Utica, and I sold my interest in those in 2000. I was in that business for about 10 years. I learned a lot. I was very good at it. I didn't particularly enjoy it, but it was a good experience. I then went into opening Verizon wireless stores. I had Verizon wireless stores for 15 years called Universe Cellular. I was an independent retailer. Great product. Still carry Verizon wireless phone to this day. And I learned a lot in that business. And while in that business, I was looking for other opportunities. And I saw a person with a bedding store in a market I was in. And I said to myself, boy, that looks like a great business. And I think I could do it a lot better than this person's doing it. And they're having some level of success. So believe it or not, I just picked up the phone and started calling people in the bedding business and making connections and meeting people, and they would refer me to other people, and I would get busy and I would put it aside. Then I would pull it back over and start working on it. And I met an independent rep named Dave. Now, what's an independent rep? If I asked you to name 5 bedding companies, you may or may not be able to do that. So it may surprise you to know that there's over 300 bedding companies in the U.S. And the big ones, the names that you've heard of, have their own representatives that go out and call on retailers and so forth. The smaller ones, even some bigger ones, use independent reps. These are self-employed people who go out in the marketplace and have relationships with retailers, and they bring these products to them and see if they fit in their stores, and they educate people on the products and help them order the products and so forth. So I met this man. We hit it off. He taught me the business. I bought a building in Watertown and I opened a store in January of 2009, probably much to the chagrin of my competitors in Northern New York, because I really hit the ground running at the time. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew how to buy product and sell it at a fair price. And Dave helped me put quality product on the floor and do that. And I learned very quickly. And today I would consider myself far, far, far more educated in bedding than I was back then. But that's how I got in the bedding business. And I ultimately sold my Verizon wireless stores to a national retailer in 2015, or franchisee of a national retailer, and focused completely on bedding. And we are now preparing to open our 10th store. So, and there will be more. We enjoy this business. We're good at it. We have great products. And we're going to talk about sleep. Why is sleep so important? Well, it affects everything you do. If you don't get a good night's rest when you get up in the morning, it affects your mental acuity, it affects your attitude, it affects your relationships. It affects the way you drive. If you're overtired, one of the most dangerous things is to have sleep deprivation and be driving. I wear a CPAP. I'm not going to lie to you. I fought it for probably 5 years. I hate it. But if I don't wear it, boy, I know it the next morning. If I fall asleep without it and I wake up the next morning, I feel it. I feel awful. And it's the same thing with your bed. If you don't have a good bed that's not worn out, that fits your comfort level, that relaxes and supports your body, you're not going to wake up at 100%. It's really that simple. And bedding has gotten so sophisticated. There's so many options now that you really need, to really do your research before you pull the trigger and buy something. We focus on premium luxury bedding. Now, let me be clear. We carry all lines of bedding. Now, let me clarify that. What am I talking about? Most bedding manufacturers make all different levels of bedding. For example, you can walk into a warehouse store or a discount store and find a brand that you recognize. They sell beds, right? And you say, wow, there's a big brand name and I can buy a queen mattress for $300 to $500. What a deal. Well, then you'll walk into a premium bedding store and see another bed made by that brand that's 10 times that cost. What gives? Well, it's certainly not the same mattress. It's not the same quality. It's not built the same. It's not, okay. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, I like to use analogies. People that know me, my employees would tell you I drive them nuts with analogies, but it's a great way that I communicate. And I'm a car guy. For those of you that don't know me, I am a car guy. I collect classic cars. I love classic cars. Many say I should have been in the car business. But you go to a auto manufacturer and they make entry-level cars all the way up to luxury cars. I want to say Chevrolet, but they stopped building cars. It drives me nuts. But you got Ford. Ford makes an entry-level car and they make a Lincoln. Okay. They're both cars. They're both good products, but they're not the same. It's the same with bedding. It's no different. You get what you pay for. If you take nothing else from the show, understand one thing. You get what you pay for when you buy a bed. If you don't spend a lot of money, you don't get a lot of bed. It's just the truth. You don't have to spend a fortune, but if you spend a little bit of money on a mattress, you're going to get a little bit of mattress. Typically, that's the case. It's my opinion. This whole show is nothing but my opinions. It might surprise you, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a businessman, but these are the experiences I've had in my 13 plus years in the bedding business. And we sell different brands. We have Purple. Purple is one of our big brands. One of the most exciting brands to come to the marketplace in the last 15 years. It's got a grid. It's like a waffle made of a special foam. It's a completely different feel. You either love it or hate it. And we sell a lot of Purple in our stores. We carry Puffy, which is another big online brand. It's a hybrid bed. Got a great feel for a very reasonable price. Quality bed with a lifetime warranty. It's crazy, but that's what it has. We have Posh and Lavish, ultra luxury bedding. I sleep personally on a Posh and Lavish. I switch out every couple of years to try to experience different products, but right now I'm sleeping on a Posh and Lavish, all latex bed. Unbelievably comfortable. We have the Number Bed by Instant Comfort, the Number Bed by Personal Comfort. We have Therapeutic. We have Eclipse hotel quality bedding. That's a more traditional mattress. I'm told they've been used in the Drake and the Waldorf Astoria. 15-year warranty. That's 50% longer than most of your standard brands out there. And they have an extra support system for your back called the Spinal Zone. So as we go through these things in these different segments, we'll be interviewing suppliers. We'll be talking about their products. We'll be interviewing different brands. We'll talk about sheets. We'll talk about mattress covers. We'll talk about Pillow, which is a bed for your head. It's 20% of your sleeping surface. It's very, very important. And people are so fussy about their pillows. It's important, right? We're going to talk about heating and cooling your bed. We're going to talk to sleep experts. If at any time you have a question or a comment, send it to pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Be nice. I can take it, but be nice. Pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS, 1-800-NEW-BEDS. That'll connect you with the closest store during business hours. We're open 7 days a week, all of my stores. Or you can go to mattressexpressny.com Stick around. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk more about sleep at Pillow Talk.